Welcome, one and all, to the University of Warwick Pool Freshers Final. Breaking off is Terence, and his opponent is Mac. In the commentary box is myself, Joe Wall, and
Dan Ball, social sec.
So that was a dry break to begin with. A bit of a soft one, maybe a bit of tactical thought by Terence. To give a bit of background on what's going on here, we had about 25 people enter today, and these are the final two.
What's on the line?
On the line, that's a good question by Dan. What is on the line? It's £25 for the winner, £10 for second place. Not bad when it was free to enter. On the route to the final, let's talk what happened. Both of the players won their groups with 2-0 wins in all the matches. They then both won 2-0 in the last.
Risky shot.
As he bangs into the 8-ball. God, that is dangerous. Both won.
Terence on yellows here now.
Yeah.
Clearable at all? Not quite.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a clearance particularly.
You never know. The standard of these things.
Yeah, both are very talented. So Mac is first year. He is doing Morse, and he should be with us for 3 years, whereas Terence is just here on exchange. He's from Singapore, and Terence's background is in snooker. He's had century breaks in matches, and he's had a 147 in practice. Mac has played county for Kent before joining, so the quality in this final is very impressive, and you kind of have to feel sorry for everyone who came up against him en route. So I'll carry on in the quarters again. The both players won 2-0. In fact, Mac won 3-0 because we let him do a first to free because he finished early. And then in the semis, Mac won 3-0 again. Terence then, in his first best of 5, went 2-1 down against James, but managed to pull it back. Very tense. James missed a black to win. There's no shame in getting the first 2 frames off Terence. And I kind of feel, I don't know about you, Dan, that this first frame really could dictate how the rest of the match goes.
Well, given advantage, definitely, to the player who gets it.
Who do you fancy
Who do I fancy?
in this frame?
In this frame.
Looking at it.
I would fancy Mac. I actually fancy him for the match as well. Yeah.
I mean, he is at the table at the moment, but it's not a great table for Reds.
Great table.
Yeah, we would.
Mac is a better tactical player.
Yeah, I mean, Terence has not played much pool before.
And that could be the difference in this match.
Yeah, exactly. Both of them have very good techniques.
Oh, yeah.
Very good cueists. Oh, that was a good effort. So a little thing about the SU tables is the jaws are quite tight, to be honest, and they're not always flat tables. I think this one's the best we've got. It's pretty level. The jaws are kind of consistent at least. So I'd say this is a small chance for Terence here. If he takes the middle one of them 3 yellows now.
It's a key shot.
It's a key shot. If he makes it, I mean, he could go for covering the bag, but I don't think either of them two are going to be playing them shots today. Oh, beautiful.
2 attacking players.
They're both attacking. And I would say this should be 1-0 to Terence.
Should.
That might be a cushion foul. That might well be a cushion foul. And he was worried about double hitting the cue ball.
I think Mac just called cushion.
Yeah. I think Mac has realised, maybe with my comments helping, but a guy of his quality isn't going to not realise.
Yeah. He was very good on the rules when he first came to the uni. He already knew the world rules, which is quite rare for a fresher. Shows how seriously he takes the sport.
I mean, you'd hope a county player would know world rules.
Yeah.
This is easy, even with 2 shots. He's got to be very careful. Them 2 in the bottom right, I don't think plant. So he's got to break these 2 up. it going to end? Well, I mean,
No problems with both players.
yeah, I think Terence can pot it, I would say, if he's at the right angle. But, you know, getting onto the black from it, because I'm presuming he would have to, unless you could plant, yeah, it's going to be interesting for Terence here. So, Mac seems very deliberate with his thinking a bit more than normal, taking it more serious than he does practice.
Showing off some trick shots for the crowd during his practice while we're waiting for Terence to finish up.
Yeah, so one thing to say is Mac has had a bit of a wait before the final commenced. His match finished, I think it was 1-0 to Terence at the time of Mac's game finishing, so he must have had a good 20-30 minute wait. And he's done a lot of waiting today. He tends to fly through his flat frames, and obviously when it's all wins to 0, it makes it even quicker, and that's a mistake. I'd now have to say Mac's now the favourite from that. Not sure if Terence played the plant. So Dan, how did you do in your freshest tournament?
I can't remember who knocked me out, but I was in a group with the winner, Dan Hunter. So
Dan Hunter, the absolute legend.
The absolute legend. I mean, there's not a guy in the pool club who I would rather be than Dan Hunter.
No. I mean, he's
probably the coolest person I've ever met.
I mean, Dan knows we love him so much, and I hope he's listening to this.
He actually suggested my nickname. This came up in conversation earlier today. He suggested my nickname of potting every ball.
It is a very legendary nickname.
Just like Joe, bring on the wall.
The pool club, where all the cool people go. Clever shot there from Mac. That's the sort of advantage he's got over Terence, sort of knowing them shots.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine Terence would have come up with that, just because he doesn't play pool.
Oh yeah. This is Mac's sport after all, so...
He's really going to have to be careful not to pot the red in this. Oh, he's done well. I like that.
He did nudge that little red out though, I think it now goes. So.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate with that.
Clearable table.
Just confirming with Martin that the sound is on. Last year I commented on the Uni Champs final, which the sound worked perfectly fine, and then I commented on the Uni Champs Trophy final, which the sound did not work. So I'm now very cautious in these sorts of events that the sound is on. I actually also commented on the commentated on the Bucks team final.
Done quite a lot of commentating.
Yeah, I know. You'd think I'd get good at it, but yeah, commented on the Bucks team final, Warwick versus Leeds, the legendary 6-4 defeat, coming back from 4-0 down. I commented on that, and the sound didn't work. The biggest moment of my life, and the sound didn't work.
Difficult black here.
Yeah, very difficult. Just got to avoid the in-off. I think he will do it, but yeah, he's got to be careful. If he misses, it's...
And for the moment, if he misses, it's as much as Terence.
Yeah. It's missed, but he's left it reasonably well. As Max says, that was close. It wasn't an easy shot. Not with... I'd say we've got about 10 people watching this match live. Knowing it's on the internet forever. Any mistakes either on the table or in the commentary box?
Never live them down.
We'll go down. I mean, live streams, they always...
There's
great
always
moments.
For carnage.
My favourite still being watching Dan Hunter's miss on the 9 ball. Got books last year.
As I say, coolest person.
Yeah. Oh, he's belted it in. He's going to have to double it. What a
If it
shot.
goes in, it'll be the first frame that Max lost all day.
I'm not sure that's right. Oh, he's in.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's 1-0 to Terence.
Oh, I love it as well.
Very happy crowd here. Dan's housemate. Of course, we can presume he's an idiot because if you're going to live with Dan, you must be.
No comment at all. We seem to have 8 yellows and got an extra ball on this table.
Yeah, that's my fault. So I was playing on the table earlier and the yellow got stuck. So I just went and nicked one off a different table.
Alright, that explains it. You're not trying to rig the final here.
Well, I think they can count to 7.
Yeah, the pressure might get to them. Might end up breaking off with 8 yellows and then we'd have absolute chaos.
You know, pressure can do strange things. You only have to look back to various tournaments Warwick players have played in. Talk about Jonathan taking ball in hand a little bit too literally at Northampton. You can talk about Sam Cooper playing without a tip at Bucks. Just so many moments.
Julian completely slowing down at Coventry as well.
Yeah, so last year at the Coventry Open, Julian caused the event to run until 2 p.m. on the Sunday. That's 2 a.m. on the Sunday, on Monday morning. Single-handedly. They didn't even bother playing the final because that's how much Julian delayed it by.
Gave him a shot.
Yeah, they implemented the shot clock. First time I've known that happen at a tournament.
He was honoured with the Usain Bolt Award at the award ceremony last year for that one.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, at the end of the year we do host an award ceremony, the Wansers. Last year was the first time we did it, and make sure you are part of the club, create very memorable moments, and you've got a good chance of winning one. So this frame, it's sort of anyone's to take really. I'd say red's a slightly favourite.
I think Mac will be looking for revenge here. He'll be upset with himself for missing that black. It was challenging. It was challenging. Perhaps if he had played the clearance before it slightly better, he might have left it off an easy shot.
Red, the furthest right of the Reds is the issue ball. Not sure how to go about dropping onto it. I think it needs to be on the rail nearest, doesn't take it to... I think it just goes wide the middle. It's difficult to get onto.
Needs to hold the mic nearer me.
Dan says I need to hold the mic nearer him. I'm sure.
Been told by man of my
I'm sure the audience at home does not want that to happen. So I'll keep it near myself. Yeah, the mic will now stay fully with me for the rest of the match. I've got the excuse to make this my roadshow. I'm going to take it. I'll let Dan have his final words.
Don't know what to say.
He's got nothing to say at being kicked out of the commentary box. I'll let him finish off commenting on this clearance.
Well, there we go. Responsibility there. Nope, dinner served.
Ding ding.
going to get through to that red.
What a beauty.
It's a good shot. Is it past that yellow? I think it goes. It does go. Out of the corner. Big shot this. Oh, it's magical.
Just comment on the side.
Great side. Great side. Now can he finish it off? It's there. Good clearance. Good clearance, and it's 1-1. And Joe nearly got left hanging there.
Mac would never leave me hanging.
Slowest frame ever played by Mac, according to himself. It seems there's a slight issue with the racking. Mac's experience there coming in handy, trying to find the tick. And Terence will be breaking off frame 3.
So, social secretary, what events have we got coming up this year in the pool club?
So I'll just let you know about our social calendar. So coming up this Friday, we have Saturday, this Saturday, we have a joint bar crawl with the snooker club. So that'll be starting in the Dirty Duck. We'll be leaving campus at 7 p.m. approximately, and going through Leamington, down the parade all the way to Kelsey's. Stopping off at frames for a cheeky game of pool. We'll see what state most of the members are in there, but should be a good night. And following on from that, in weeks 3 and 7, we have confirmed for the first time ever the pool club will be circling for pop. First time in recent history. First time in many years. So we're either introducing or reintroducing circling, so that'll be exciting in weeks 3 and 7 in the Copper Rooms. Make sure you have your tickets for that. And we are soon to announce 2 more socials for this term, so keep an eye on the page for more details there.
Will there be any theme to these circles?
There will be a theme, obviously, for the sport. More details will be announced in due course. We'll create an event page detailing everything you need to know. So keep an eye on the Facebook group for all the info. So back to this frame. What do you make of it so far, Jay?
I think yellow are slightly better. Obviously, Terence is at the table, and whenever someone's at the table, they've got a chance to make what they want of the frame. Certainly, these 2 players have the ability to do that. It's not really. I think that red above the black goes to the bottom left, or top right as we look. So he might be able to sort of split them other 2 reds a bit better with this.
They're the only 2 problem reds. I don't think he's dealt with it.
In the past?
I don't think so. You're at a better angle.
Marginally.
I'm not sure they do myself.
I think he would have played it by now if they did. Because if they did it, fairly simple to clear up the reds.
The yellows do look nice though, if he fails. Dispatch that long red in the corner. Now what can you make of this?
Makes the pots look easy.
Definitely reminds me of Dan Hunter last year.
safety. It's come out quite safe. I think if he takes the bottom of these yellows to middle.
Yeah. It's the shot to play. It's the shot to play. If you can string one or two together.
There is a pattern here that you could clear. Not easy.
It's possible for a player of max standards.
I think he wants to take the one now bottom right as we look, bit of top, then the one nearest to black to the middle, top middle. He's playing with screw, so maybe he's seen it differently. Definitely sees it differently.
Yeah. Never a right or a wrong way, it's just the way you make it out to be.
Yeah, players see the ways of clearing differently. That's certainly...
You want to deal with the two in balk early now. And
I mean, it's always nice if you can clear an area.
oh, he's gone for their safety shots. Very well played.
Never thought I'd see Mac doing that. Happy to see that he has. It makes the club captain happy. He looks disgusted with himself though. But really, that is the right shot to do. You know, he'll get two from this in almost all certainty, and then he can win the frame. Does require a very good escape. Definitely two cushions at least with a good bit of right hand side.
Oh, good shot. Was it total sneak? Wow.
I don't think he called total.
I didn't spot it, but I think, yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's letting him know. Yeah, it was a foul.
So there was a cushion foul there. It was a clear total snooker, but because Terence didn't call it, Mac now has two shots, despite an incredible escape.
Oh.
I was just taking one. He's just taking one.
He doesn't need to anyway.
It was a warning. It's just a warning for next time.
That's good sportsmanship by Mac.
Yeah, I think so.
Couldn't blame him when 25 quid's on the line for taking the two when someone does foul. It's a foul. Lovely use of left
He's
side.
great use of left. He's very confident. He only needs one. He wants to challenge himself.
Most players I tell him what to use side, but so he uses it so well I can't have a go at him. So the block is a bit of an issue. He just needs to make sure it doesn't go to either bottom corners. The two on the right as we see. So he's got to play this well.
Plays the shot well and win the frame.
Yeah, it's really not easy. I presume if he sort of stays above the block as we look, then he's got a chance to double it. He may well decide instead to cut it to the bottom middle as we look. I might decide something completely different. Oh, he's gone into him. That's a great shot.
That's a very good shot. Now goes to the corner.
That's in dispatching this.
Another excellent clearance from Mac there to get 2-1 up.
Oh, off the pocket.
Under pressure.
He didn't need to.
He didn't need the two. And now Terence, is well informed. I don't think he'll be getting any second chances later on in the match if a similar situation arises. So the official attendance for this match is 10, including the two commentators. I've just done a little head count. I'm not sure how many are watching.
3, and I bet they're all you guys.
I mean, Newcastle are 2-0 up against Man United at Old Trafford. Although I guess we're not too surprised the way Man United are going at the moment. But as Mac breaks off in frame number 4. Just heard that Man United are 2-0 down, Jay.
Pardon?
Man United are 2-0 down to Newcastle at home.
Well, I think this is the end for Jose Mourinho. Surely it makes it untenable.
Oh, okay, we do have so the attendance will be rising, I think, from 10 to 12.
I think we actually have more than 10 in person.
No, we've got 10 including the commentators. I did a head count.
Oh, you've done it. No, it is 10.
10. But it's now 12. So, snooker club members Max Burt and Cookson Chi have come to support their man Terence.
Yeah, so Max, ex-president and former treasurer, Cookson has held a list of roles. He's not currently exec for snooker because it's his last year. I think he was looking after the tables was his job last year, whatever that's called. But very good players. Max, current holder of uni champs. Many would argue the best player in the club, even though he plays snooker. A lot more than form.
There's a case to be made for him.
Yeah, for sure. So I was speaking to Max last night, and he said he's going to have to fend off Mac for the best player in the club. And I think not many people would disagree with that one either. With Mac having 3 years here,
It's huge potential for a finalist.
oh yeah, I think he should be looking at winning tournaments that we go to in the next couple of years. I'd say the same for Terence. I think Terence, if he was with us longer, would be looking at winning pool tournaments if he came. But I don't think he would.
Do you reckon at the Onces next year he could be the first player to win the Player of the Year and Fresher of the Year? Double award winner.
That's a good shout. Very well, potential. You never know. He might have a huge performance by one of the remaining members, or even maybe a Fresher will pump one in. The Onces are voted by people attending, or the Player of the Year is anyway. So
And Fresher of the Year.
and Fresher of the Year. Who was a Player of the Year last year? Ant.
Ant Church was Player of the Year and Sam Ollie was Fresher of the Year. He had a good performance in tournaments we went to.
Birmingham 9 Ball was the star pick of his tournaments. He absolute genius, right? Beating Mike McDermott, Sean Reynolds. Lost 3-2 to David Reed. He's a real star in the Warwick seconds getting to the semi-final of that tournament. Him and Rob and myself, I will admit, I always went on third and hardly had to play because it was always 2-0. Although when I was called into action, I did win. Not sure I would have in some of the other games. So in this frame, it's Max Yellow. Got a good chance of a clearance here. Certainly for his ability. I half fancy him for it. Oh, it doesn't draw.
Ooh. Yes, you tables.
The tightness. Could make a joke, but I don't want to get fired.
Terence trying an inventive shot there. Nearly coming off, but he's back the pocket.
I'm not appreciating the excitement from my co-commentator for such nice shots.
It was a very inventive shot.
It was an absolutely brilliant attempt. Mac will have to be inventive himself. Yeah, I think he's got a chance to
navigate the clearance.
Yeah. May not be the best idea to go for it, but
he's that sort of player though.
Yeah. You can't.
However, he did show earlier in this match that he will sacrifice clearances for tactical benefits. Yeah.
Nice shot.
That's an inventive shot. I'm very happy with that one.
I think it was always a shot on. I think he had to take that one just to. He's got the rear shoe ball of the yellow on the right.
The execution.
Yeah, well excuse. You know, he's kept the ball over the pockets there. He may well just choose to cover this bag. Don't think he will, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, the side again.
Lovely side off the cushion.
To even hit that pot at that pace with that screw on these stables.
Joe's very excited.
I'm just a happy man. And to chuck in all that side, it's outstanding.
Oh, he's dislodged that yellow.
It was a difficult shot there. So he played the plan and then he tried to get the cue ball into this bottom yellow.
It just scrapes off of it.
And he ended up flicking it rather than sort of chucking it out. And in the process, has also pushed this yellow, what was over the pocket, awkward. And the one that he planted has got a bit awkward. Right. Yeah, he had a go.
No. Clearance ends.
It's not a bad cover.
Isn't it? It's well covered.
I don't think the clearance was on anymore. It could have
No,
doubled
not
it.
after that shot.
You would have had to screw off this one to the top, or bottom left as we look, and then double the last yellow and hope that he would have ended up nicely on the black. I'm guessing Terence can play this red onto the other one.
Yeah. That plant will help. Black will be free to go. All three balls going in the same pocket. Perhaps.
Yeah, Terence needs this for him to just stay in the competition. It's a race to 3, and it's 2-1 down. He needs to be careful not to push the block over the pocket. He's played it well. Oh.
He didn't want that. The black will still double into
he
that.
needs to go for the double. I mean, he made a double on the black in the frame that he's won already. He's looking at it again. He's to go 2-all. It's not there. Oh,
It is there. It is there.
2-all.
Very good double.
And we go to a decider.
Seen it?
Race to 3. Because it's late. Daniel, we were planning on doing a race to 4 originally, but the tournament ran a bit late with Terence's 3-2 win against James earlier. So we decided to drop it down to a race to 3 so these two can go home and have dinner, as well as the exec.
You got any specific plans for your dinner tonight, Jay?
No. I'll see what... Oh, I might have some pasta. Tagliatelle. Put a bit of sauce on it. Cheese.
Saucy. Terence still struggling with the racking. Get there soon. Club captain stepping in to help out.
And you need that sort of experience for racking.
Tom Miller, our events manager, trying to call out a coaching foul there.
Surely the referee normally racks, so I'll just say I'm commentator / referee.
Oh, okay. Hope you don't have too many contentious calls to make here.
I mean, I've not bothered making any so far. So another dry break.
Another dry break from Terence there.
What colour do you go for here then, Dan?
They're quite similar.
I think I'd go with red. Just go with the black. These bottom. I mean, they do plant the bottom two, but
That's the saving grace for yellows is the bottom two plants. So a good player can clear either, but it's not an easy clearance.
I think red's got a good chance. Oh, he played for a plant here. I don't think...
A cheeky plant effort there. In a deciding frame, was that the right move to make?
Well, maybe there wasn't another shot on. It's always a bit difficult to tell from where we are. He definitely wanted to be red in that frame.
Terence has the advantage of reds now.
Yeah, I don't think the clearance is as on as it was before. The two red in the bottom right are
They've been disturbed a bit. Mac might be alright with yellow still. The bottom two planting.
Yeah, yellow's not the end of the world. I think we should have a quick shout out to Martin for letting everyone use his Pro Cup cue ball in this final.
Vice President.
Yeah, I don't think it's a shock that the SU don't provide us with decent balls. It's not even the SU. Is this the SU? It's just Warwick, isn't it?
Team Warwick.
No, these tables though. They're just owned by University of Warwick, I think.
Yeah.
So, sorry for the dig at the SU. I love you, really.
We know that's sincere.
They're my favourite organisation. Clever shot.
That's a very good shot.
These players, you know, when they're cannoning into other balls, they know the right place to play it so that they don't go too far. And
try and leave as little to chance as possible.
yeah, exactly. I'm not quite sure how well the black
So
goes.
we saw earlier when there was an attempt to dislodge from Mac and it just nudged it wrong. That was a slight element of luck that most of the time these players won't leave it down to that.
This is tricky. This is very tricky. This is very missable. Not sure it's the way I would go about it.
Ooh, he's gone in off.
No, missed the part. I really didn't fancy that shot.
A mistake from Terence, and now Mac's got 2 shots to try and navigate his way around the table and win this frame.
The only saving grace for Terence is he has covered that right back.
He has covered it so it no longer plants, yeah. You'll have to try and play a dislodge somewhere.
Yeah, Mac could potentially pop a yellow into that corner and flick the red out, which I think he's going to do on this shot. Is the attempt? Oh, it's not worked.
Oh, is it the SU table's rolling off line slightly?
This table's flat enough. Maybe Mac can comment afterwards on whether it did roll. But
I know, in our post-match interview.
it was a difficult one to get right.
Oh, he's missed again. Don't expect a double blunder like that.
Maybe not quite focused. Yeah, he's come over and said rushed. Huh? You're okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how well the black goes. Anywhere. Is he going to double this?
Looks like it.
Loves his doubles. Oh, the cue ball again. I don't know how that didn't go in.
Not in a favourable position for Mac.
Well, he can come up with a decent snooker here. There's 3 yellows together. The top one of them, he just nudges that. He's got a good snooker.
Yeah.
Although that's just one to come up with. There's better ways, essentially, to develop the balls, because that is a horrible.
He needs a snooker in this position.
Yeah.
Played that way.
The shot that I spotted, he finally agrees with one I called. So, Terence is in a bit of trouble here because he can't play with the centre ball. And this one cushion isn't easy. I don't think he's called total again. No, to be fair enough, if he hasn't, it didn't matter. But
yeah, if he hadn't called total, I think no. Mac's already warned him once, which is very generous of him. So. snooker as well. Well, it's a foul snooker, but Terence hasn't called for it.
Yeah, I mean, he might be able to see this quite well already and doesn't need to. Yeah. Nerves. He's got a second shot and this should be it. A shock result on the cards. Well, maybe not shock, but the small underdog has a very good chance to make it a 3-2 win. And this is a near enough guaranteed black.
Game over.
Game over. Terence wins. Mac played very well. That's it. Yeah. No, but that's it. Yeah. We agreed.